We're just gonna be doing the old Diamond 5 speed run today. So, expect to get some complaints about the deck that I am choosing to play, but that's okay. Hey, Chunky. I thought they fixed this. I do not want to play Wild, or Standard. I do not have Standard decks. Hey, Bear Kid. Doing alright. Looking forward to tomorrow in particular. And I think we should get the legendary cards soon. Have they already been revealed? Oh, here they are.
Feel the power.
That's loud. Alright, I do not think I want to keep patches, but Voidtouched Attendant is like the best card in the deck. Probably want to find pirates to go alongside it. Maybe keep the tour guide, but tour guide is probably good if I need to ping off minions on the opponent's side of the board, because it could be an aggro mirror. Hey, Gab. Base needs fire 5 rockets at enemy minions that deal 2 damage each. It's like a mini tonk. Element, thank you for the 12 months. Hot damn, 1 year of Roffle. I started watching you to distract from the crap that was quarantine. Now I have my lunch revolve around your YouTube daily. Cheers to great work, and of course, keep it up. Well, thank you. Congrats on 1 year. Hey, new player. Alright. I unfortunately did not get a Brigand start, but I did keep the tour guide for this very reason. Mini tonk, but you pick the targets. You pick all of the targets? Interesting. Okay, Cookie is a pretty good Shaman Murloc card, right? Or Murloc Shaman card? Interesting. No, it's kind of slow, but the weapon is decent. Mr. Smite, your pirate... Probably too slow for, God, that's a high roll off of the Juggernaut, though. And then Edwin... Oh, God. Edwin seems kind of sweet. Okay. Hearthstone. Or can we look? I was checking on Twitter, but I imagine it's in most places by now. You just need to stabilize into the Voidtouched Attendant. I want to get ahead before making that. Might himself has charge? I know, but he's still a 6-mana card in Pirate Warrior, you know? Okay, that probably needs to die. Hero, thank you for the prime. Like, I don't think that a 6-mana card is what Pirate Warrior needs when by the time you play him, you're already in the, like, second phase of the game where you have infinity damage. Leo, thank you for the 28 months. Roffle early today. Also, my Twitch notification went off late. I think that may just be a situation where you had a time change and I didn't. Because I'm actually late today. It'll matter more in Standard, where any aggressive deck that would run Leroy would just run him. Yeah, that's true. I think in Wild, like, Crag is just better most of the time. God, that's a lot of card draw. I think I'm losing this game, the way it's currently going. Yeah, they just have infinity cards now, it seems. What changes this coming weekend? Yeah. Anytime I, like there's a time change, everybody on YouTube freaks out, especially since the time changes between EU and NA are asynchronous, so it's like, why did Roffle change his posting time? And then a week later, why did Roffle change his posting time again? So, yeah. I got behind early. I think that being on the coin was a bummer there. I just couldn't win back the board, and this deck needs the board to win. Hey, Janae. Just abolish the system, it's so annoying, I agree. Yeah. Alright. Probably a mirror match, if I had to guess.
You give me strength.
The light shall bring victory.
Which means the tour guide is pretty good. As is the Brigand, but I need a pirate to go along with the Brigand, unfortunately. Oh, it's not a mirror. Hey, Facepalm. Maybe it's a big priest that I can farm. Tracker isn't on? Oh, thank you.
I want haste.
Cool. Cool. Fun game.
The shadow engulfs us. Here for the tour.
Pretty good turn one. Skyblood, thank you for the 18 months. 18 for the win. Good luck in shadows. Hope it doesn't get too dark. Well, with the time change, we should be safe. Yeah, looks like a big priest. Which means I just need to get as much damage through early as possible with minions before they set up taunts. So the deckhand is much better than a hero power here. Oh, it's Reno? What do you even get at 1 mana here? Oh. That's bad. Decent top deck at least. Like, I built this deck is built to beat the good decks, but nobody's playing the good decks the first, like, minute of the climb. Feels bad. Like, I'm way behind in this matchup again. I'm probably going to lose here.
Take the ship.
I feel like I'm just losing this board, right? To the AoE potion.
This is not what we stood for.
You think they'll change OG Edwin into a pirate now? No, I don't think so. Like, it's weird to me that he's a pirate to begin with, because, like, again, weren't the Defias just like bandits? They weren't pirates, like, other than in the Dead Mines where they had a boat for some reason. I don't know. Is my memory wrong?
The shadow engulfs us.
If they have Reno here, we lose. The, uh-oh. The Talon might actually draw the Reno. Maybe I shouldn't have... Yeah, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have bumped the shield.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna be rich.
Defias aren't really pirates? Yeah, there's, like, Defias all over Westfall that are landlubbers. Hey, Seth. Welcome to the stream. Mr. Smite looks like strong when he comes out of the Juggernaut. Yeah, but fortunately there are a lot of pirates in Wild, so that is a rare occurrence. But it's definitely a feels bad man high roll.
Anduin versus
But then again, so is the new 3/3.
the light shall bring victory.
Hey Rex, let's look for a Brigand here. That would make this start much better. This is also pretty good. I just go pirates into Voidtouched Your Guide and hope that they can't clear both pirates. They can't because I have the high ground. I don't know why they'd print a card like that though. Well, they're trying to make Pirate Warrior a thing in Standard where it's not really a thing. Well, I don't understand the problem with printing a card like that. Other than people on the internet are constantly looking for a reason to be mad.
I moves quickly.
Here for the tour.
Power!
Job done.
I mean, it's like... Just because it's a high roll doesn't mean that it shouldn't exist. That's like saying that Linessa shouldn't exist because it's an Evolve Shaman low roll. It's not why the card exists. Or it's not the card's primary purpose. Yeah, higher cost pirates don't matter for Wild other than like the random high roll off of the Juggernaut, which is incredibly rare. I've got 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think we just race from here. Patches gets charge again.
Your tour ends here.
I see the void.
I don't see a way that they win from here. Or 4 mana Nas being a high roll for Evolve, yeah. It's just like, I don't know, those are uncommon occurrences. But as humans, we have a tendency to overweight the, like the probability of uncommon events. Alright. Finally got a win. That took a little bit longer than I was expecting. At worst, it's a 6-mana Leroy with downside. At best, it comes out of a Jug. Or without a downside. Well, yeah, but like 5-mana Leroy doesn't see play right now. So why would 6-mana Reno see play? I don't even think that, like Even Hunter has better ways to deal 6 damage if it wants to. I don't think it needs a 6-mana Leroy. Or 6-mana Fireball, it would be more accurate.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
Know the true essence of fear.
The light shall bring victory.
Uh-oh. We just want pirates. Tour guide is maybe okay, but I'd rather find like a Brigand here. Ian, thank you for the $2 tip in your off coin. You said it already, but I repeat, Patches gets charged again. Twitch chat can shut up and suck it. Your words, not mine. I just happen to agree with him. mean, if they want to print pirate support for Pirate Warrior for Standard, I just hope they at least do something about Wild. Well, me too, but like, if you're worried about a 6-mana 6/5, like, that's not going to move the needle at all for Pirate Warrior. Like, that doesn't make the cut.
Come, pray with me. Job done.
You played after Rokar, the pirate that comes out of Jug also gains charge. I'm aware, but the pirate that comes out of Juggernaut is often low stats, so like you're adding a bad card for a situation where you already have infinity damage. Like, nobody considers the consequences of running cards in their deck. Right? Like, there's an opportunity cost there. You could draw Mr. Smite and he gets stuck in hand for multiple turns, especially when you're running the Ankar and double Harbor Scamp, and you're just like not completing the quest line because you have a 6-mana 6/5 in your hand this whole time, and then you get behind and lose.
I wonder.
Praise the Twilight.
My raised dead is looking kind of bad right now, so I don't want to rip it here. Janae, thank you for the 100 bits. Even Luck can summon 28-18 worth of stats by turn 4, yet people complain about a 6-mana 6/5. Literally can't win against the internet, I know. Again, people just big mad because they want a reason to be. I don't think that Smythe is a reason to be big mad.
So many possibilities.
I don't even, like, I think that the 3-mana 3/3 is probably, like, I've changed my mind on that. I think it's probably the best 3-mana card that you could run in the deck, but 3-mana cards consistently reduce your win rate in that deck. So, like, it's hard to build the deck without just shoving in at least one 3-mana pirate in Questline Warrior. The other ones are really bad and feel bad to draw, but this one is probably just probably takes up that slot. But like the 29th and 30th cards in a deck don't really seem like the thing to be concerned about. In a deck that's got one of the highest win rates in the history of Hearthstone. Maybe the 3-drop is good in the mirror? Yeah, the 3-drop is phenomenal in the mirror. But like the problem with the 3-drop is how many board-based matchups do you actually have? And the ones that you do have as Pirate Warrior, you're already way ahead just by being a broken deck. So again, even though the 3-mana 3/3 is probably very good, I don't think it moves the needle a whole lot because like the deck is already so broken that like a good card isn't good enough often. Missed my pirates.
Come, pray with me.
The shadow engulfs us.
And it looks like I unfortunately missed my old Neophyte that I kind of wanted. Hey, Minnie. Yeah. That's a bummer. I was kind of expecting that to happen, though. I've got 10-12 burst from hand, but that's less than 21 damage. It does help a bit.
Engulfs us.
Job done.
Why would they prioritize Wild Standard is where the focus will always be? I mean, yeah, I just wish they would have told that in like an introductory, or told that to us in an introductory post where they explained what the format would be. But unfortunately, they never did that.
So many possibilities.
I mean, I would prefer that they balance Wild more, but like I don't have the expectation that they are going to. And it doesn't prevent me from enjoying the game. Wait, did that just get me lethal? Oh, I'm one off. Wait, no, I'm not. 6-12. Yeah, I'm 1 off.
Pirates away!
I can't just give them like a fully juiced Reno, like a 29 health Reno here.
This will be a massive.
Cool. Wait, I'm still short.
Pirates away!
Remember when Odd Warrior was oppressive? No, that was never the case. Odd Warrior's always had super polarizing matchups that never allowed it into... It was always a meta response rather than a meta choice.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Remember when Odd Warrior was playable? I mean, technically it still is if you decide you want to run the quest line. Well, this is aggravating. I guess I should have gone in on the double Mind Blast when I had the chance. I could die here. And they could just like slam a Mal'Ganis and be dead. And I have no way of killing them. I could also bounce the Zeph for lethal, but I think they've got a pretty good read on what my hand is. Yeah, that's game. I played too hard around the Reno and got punished for it.
You have best.
Make a fight.
Once again, like, I can't find the matchups that this deck is aiming to beat. Do you think Cookie will be good? I think he'll be okay. He's kind of expensive, but he does offer a lot of value. I don't know. I'll try him out. But, like, the problem with Murloc Shaman right now is that nobody plays for the board, so that was where the deck excelled. And if nobody's playing for the board, and it can't play for the board as well as Pirate Warrior, it's gonna be a difficult deck to make work. Full keep this. What does the weapon do? I think it has lifesteal. It's like a 2/3 weapon. I don't remember. I only took a brief look at them while I was streaming. Haha! I mean, a 2-mana 2/3 lifesteal weapon is pretty good. Like, that's kind of worth 3 mana on its own, so you're just getting a free Murloc on it out of it.
I can see.
Okay. Well, that was a quick game at least. I guess they didn't like their choices off of that nature studies. Nicely played? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I played the 1-drop, and that was more than enough, it seems.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
Mine is the only way.
Okay.
The light shall bring victory.
Theoretically can't draw patches this game, but we did hit a Brigand, so that's pretty sweet. Oh man, I added additional pirates to this deck too. We need that that Leaper pirate. So needs us a little competing. That card seems insanely weak, out of place really. I mean, bad cards have existed in every card game since the beginning. I don't know. It's meant to just be a fun card like Matter Bomber, I think. Yeah, it's an arena card, but Roffle sounds so upset. You can check exclamation point sad.
Into our strength.
Or just learn to keep your opinions to yourself. Oh hey, I did draw the patches. Incredible.
Pirates away!
Does Death Rattle equip a weapon? Oh. Well, I mean, I feel like a Lifesteal Murloc is probably a high priority kill target. Awesome. A little bit of collateral damage here. They're gonna send this here, which means that this survives, so.
Minion a turn to get ready.
Bork Bork! Thank you for the 14 months. Okay, well that doesn't survive after all. Looks like the Reno version, if I had to guess. Maybe not, I haven't seen enough cards to make that determination just yet.
Muzzle their magic.
I need to be careful about Molten Giants, but like it's not something that I can realistically play around. I need to, I just need to get to Mind Blasts. How would you balance Pirate Warrior? I don't know. Delete the quest. I'm not a game designer. Just because I play a game doesn't mean that I have the best ideas in terms of how to fix them. The same applies to you, Twitch chat. There are more complicated considerations than just thing broken, fix thing. Like there are consequences to changes. Yeah, slowing down the quest would be fine as well, but like that effectively deletes it in standard, which is not likely a thing that's going to happen.
So many possibilities.
Okay, just gotta dodge the stupid Reno again. Maybe they just establish a ban list? Yeah, but even that makes people mad. So.
Shadow engulfs us.
You can't see my strength. My minions are, cannot be targeted. Got him. Yeah, that, again, should be a pretty good matchup. As long as it's not the Reno version, or as long as he can kill before Reno. Quest Pirate will now become more broken than now with the new Legendary. No. New Legendary doesn't seem very good in that deck. I'm sure people are going to be trying it.
Anduin versus Rexxar.
Let the hunt begin.
The light shall bring victory.
Does Pirate Warrior get to turn 6? Well, on turn 6, it wants to play the Rokara and have infinite damage, which is a little bit more than 6 damage.
Happy Hallows End.
None will survive.
Alright. Gotta go fast. I am not succeeding. It's also big from Ankar. Yeah, bigly bad. Like, you do not want to draw the Smite the turns that you draw the Ankar, or the turns that you're swinging with the Ankar.
Job's done.
Yeah, fine. Oh, big whiff. I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, we are in agreement. This is a pretty good turn.
Astounding.
Thank you. You think Mr. Smythe... Is it Smythe or Smythe? I forget. It's Smite. Okay, I was wrong. Would be good at 1 mana. I mean... Yeah, he might be more playable at 1 mana. I would agree with that. Just turn him into a legendary version of Voidtouched Attendant. Seems good. Oh, speaking of. Smythe is too slow to run, but it's going to be Omega tilting when they get it off a Juggernaut. Yeah, just like some of the weapons, just like the Bulwark and even Ankar itself off of the, or even Arcanite Reaper. There are a lot of tilting things off of the Juggernaut, like the Juggernaut's existence itself. So, again, I don't see how that changes or moves the needle all that much on the deck. Other than it'll make some incredibly tilting low lights or highlights, depending on your perspective. Alright, easy game. This is the matchup we want. Personally, I dislike Odd Hunter more. I feel like Odd Hunter is much easier to target. Like, Pirate Warrior loses to 2 very specific decks and beats pretty much everything else. Unfortunately, those 2 very specific decks happen to be the other 2 best decks in the format. Standard version got a lot stronger, maybe even enough to get a change to the quest eventually. I mean, I find that unlikely. Like, I don't think that the deck is near levels of oppression in standard. Like, the problem with the standard is that the 3/3 isn't very good in standard because you don't have the hook from the first mate. You don't have like an Ankar to curve into it, and then you like, I don't know, when are you getting your weapons online? Like, what weapon do you even use? The Bulwark? Isn't it like Bulwark and Outrider's Axe? Like, those happen after the 3/3 comes down.
Anduin versus Rexxar.
Let the hunt begin.
The light shall bring victory.
This is just always a keep, right? And there are better 2-drops than this. I think I want to go here, save the hero power, and then this to guarantee the Felwing on the follow-up. Unless I'm able to get another... Oh god, this is good. Save the hero power for the Void Touch next turn. Disgusting.
The shadow engulfs us.
Shrek, thank you for the 17 months. Hey, Roffle, just want to say thanks for all the hard work and great content. Also, what is your opinion on the Mercenaries game mode? I don't have the mindset anymore or the time, the free time really, to do like grindy games like that. So it kind of fell off for me. I enjoyed it while I played it a bit, but like I didn't have the time to commit to it to do things competitively, so ran out of steam. Add more card draw, thanks for the 18 months. Thanks for all the content. It always makes my day. Well, you're very welcome. We've had a lot of 18 months. A lot of big numbers resubbing today. Really appreciate that.
I see the void.
I mean, almost no one plays even non-even Warlock list, but you gain great cards. I mean, the reason nobody plays non-even Warlock list is because, like, even Warlock is one of the 3 playable decks right now. To raid Shadow Legends without the button that plays the game for you? I mean, for a grindy game like that, I like the button that plays the game for you. I feel like that's something that it's actually missing. But it also has a much better, like, just game mechanics because it's nothing like content isn't as nearly as paywalled. Like you're not time locked when you're playing the game. So I mean, there are aspects of it that are better because you don't have to like use resources to do a mission or anything like that, which is, I think, in my opinion at least, the most toxic aspect of those types of games. Look who's back. Why is Mr. Smite so broken? Well, because your brain is broken and you don't read the numbers on the cards. I'm gonna look real dumb when I turn out to be wrong, but I don't know. It seems like turn 6 is just the Rokara turn. Toxicity, lol. Yeah, welcome to the stream. King Sherrick, thank you for the brand. I don't think this is going to be a pirate mage. Not a great hand, but turn 2 looks okay at least with the Twilight Deceptor. It's actually like really bad to have this unless they just YOLO a Dirty Rat or something. Well, that is a top deck that improves my hand dramatically. Honestly, at this point, I'm tempted just to play the Robe so that they can't remove my stuff, but if it's Secret Mage, they're not removing my stuff with spells. They're doing so with minions anyway, so I think this is just better. Might be worth saving the coin for counterspell anyway. Thanks, Xeno. Yeah. Might need to take a couple VTs here first, just to play around Flame Ward a little bit. I hate that card.
Praise the Twilight.
I mean, there are worse things that could happen. I always just forget about the existence of Oasis Ally. QAC, thank you for the 4 months. Hello to you as well. Change the name of stream to Mr. Smite Fan Club. I mean, I said it last stream, and I'll say it again. Like, Deadmines was a really cool instance in WoW. As a Horde player, I would run all the way over to Westfall just so that I could do Deadmines because it was fun.
I intend to deceive.
Well, that blew up in my face, didn't it? I don't think I can win from there, regardless of whether or not I played around that better. Like, I'm just dead, right? Lost my whole board. I can't fault standard players for being concerned about a neutral 6-mana 6/5 with charge, to be honest. Yeah, like, in the... Yeah. No, that's... With the current power level of standard, I could see that being a problem. I mean, there's a reason that Leroy was rotated.
The light shall bring victory.
I don't disagree with that necessarily. This is a lot of pirates, isn't it? It's the next full expansion scheduled for December. We have no idea. One thing at a time. But that would be a good estimate, I imagine. It's just, not necessarily helpful to speculate this far out. Don't clear this. I guess I could have protected it by just playing the tour guide, but... Imagine if that hit a Brigand. Would Edwin be broken? Huh? Why would Edwin be broken? 4 mana, 4/4. Aha! Shaman doesn't have a lot of 4 mana spells, right? It could have a Lightning Storm, but I feel like they would have used that already. So I'm gonna save this for turn going into turn 5, which I think makes it more relevant. Oh no!
Praise the Twilight.
I've got 8, 10. I want to make sure I have board space.
Job done.
Roffle, what's your stance on Taco Bell? I live in California where we have actual Mexican food, so it seems like silly to go to Taco Bell. Like, it's good if you just want some garbage tacos or something, but I don't really eat it. What's your stance on Whataburger? I've actually never had it. False, your answer is nothing is better than In-N-Out, right? I mean, I don't... Like, everybody compares Five Guys to In-N-Out, but those aren't really comparable in terms of price point, so it feels like a little bit disingenuous. I don't know what Whataburger is like. In-N-Out is okay? I don't know. I disagree. I really like In-N-Out. They source, their, like, here at least, the source of their beef is very local and very high quality.
The light shall bring victory.
Chipotle over Taco Bell facts. I mean, that's kind of the same thing with Five Guys and In-N-Out, right? Like, is anybody really choosing Chipotle over, or deciding between Chipotle and Taco Bell? Neither is really high quality Mexican food. It's just like Americanized Mexican food, which has a place, but again, I don't know. I live in California. Even Chipotle, like if I'm gonna get tacos, they're better places than Chipotle. Chipotle is still fire though? Yeah, I'm not disputing that. It's just like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like I've ever been wavering in my decision between Taco Bell and Chipotle. What fast food places are tier 1 for you? I don't eat a lot of fast food. I generally cook my own meals. The only one that I would actually put in tier 1 is probably In-N-Out, and then McDonald's fries.
Take the ship. Your tour ends here. Come, pray with me.
Five Guys is to In-N-Out as gas station pizza is to authentic pizza. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think that like everybody's saying that In-N-Out is overrated. I think the same is true for Five Guys. It's like, it's good, but like, I don't know. Maybe I fall into the trap where I just put like literally everything on it to the point where like it's no longer like I just add too many things to the top of this burger where it becomes ridiculous.
Take the ship.
Five Guys burgers are good, but their fries suck. I mean, people say the same thing about In-N-Out. I don't think In-N-Out's fries are that bad. They're different.
Reporting for duty.
I also don't know how frequently I've even had the fries at Five Guys. They haven't drawn a holy spell yet, so I feel like going in on minions is pretty good here.
In time, all things are possible.
That's the wrong card. Have you ever put fries into your milkshake? Yeah, I've been a 12-year-old before. I don't like mixing sweet and salt together generally.
Speak to me.
You find trouble filling your time since you've quit your job? Absolutely not. No, what quitting my job has made me realize is how absolutely insane my schedule used to be. And I don't know how I was able to manage doing everything that I was doing.
That's right. Feel the groove. grant you peace.
I don't think we're getting there, chat. The coin doesn't seem to help me. If only this coin did damage. Should just gone with even lock again rather than this deck, but I wanted to do something different for the climb, other than the big three. Shadow Priest a good climbing deck. I mean, if you find the right matchups, it should be. Like, it's a fast deck, and it's a one of the few playable decks other than... do I keep this? This seems kind of ambitious, right? I would rather just get ahead. Yeah, this ends up being better even with the Darkbishop, I think. Hello? Is the inclusion of robes to Battle Quest Hunter? That's the idea, but like it hasn't been terribly relevant because I've just kind of been killing questline hunters. Have you ever tried to take a meme deck from Legend to Legend from Brahms? Or do you not hate yourself? No, I have way too much self-respect for that. Like... I would rather, like, climbing is not the fun part of Hearthstone for me, so I would rather just get it out of the way.
None will survive.
There's no reason to give up turn to 1 to get a cannon turn. And this is why I hate climbing, because normally I would just like concede this matchup and go next, but like I actually have to care about my win rate and all that nonsense, and it's dumb.
Quickly.
Someone did the math. Apparently this mini set, this is the mini set with the highest concentration of card draw. I believe it. I mean, it's got Edwin, right? What other card draw is there? I mean, are they counting tradable as card draw as well? Because I feel like if that's coming from Reddit, Reddit has some suspect methods when it comes to math at times. Aha, you fool! The robes actually paid off when they passed the first 2 turns. Well, I've had the parrots just to repeat everything. Yeah. 6 cards that say draw and 6 with tradable? Okay. Yeah, I do like the theme of the parrots as well, though. Well, I would have rather drawn an actual pirate here. But I can make board space. You think tradable has been less impressive than it was predicted power level wise? No. But like, as is the case with literally any mechanic, it's not like tradable is going to be inherently powerful or weak. It's the cards that have the text. Like, it depends on the strength of the cards with the text tradable on them. Like, tradable allows you to carry, like, worse cards because you can shift them away, but, like, it's been incredibly relevant in a lot of archetypes. Notably, like, Questline Demon Hunter, you know? The Shaman Parrot with Shaman will be... or with Shudder will be fun. I feel like people aren't reading the card, or maybe I'm misreading it. But, like, I saw a Reddit post saying that, like, oh, good, now we don't have to run, like, Doppel and Chang Gang, and it's like... What? Because the first Shudder you play isn't going to repeat itself. It's going to repeat the most recent Battlecry that you played before the Shudder. So, like, you don't go infinite just with a Parrot. Because otherwise the Parrot would just only repeat its own Battlecry. Right? I'm not crazy, am I? I don't think I want Crawler in this matchup. Like, I feel like people are overreacting to the card. Especially when we actually looked it up and it turns out that there's a cap to Shudder Walk anyway. It repeats his Battlecry, not the Battlecry he repeated. What? Yeah, it repeats the Battlecry prior to the Shudder Walk coming down.
The light dims.
Like, if you succeed in the Shudderwalk combo in almost every single matchup, you have won that game, haven't you? So Parrot would trigger Shudder inside the Shudder? That's not how things work. That's not right. Otherwise the Parrot would repeat its own Battlecry. Like, the Battlecry doesn't resolve until after the Shudder finishes his Battlecry. So the last Battlecry that you played was the Battlecry that you played before the Shudder.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Your tour ends here.
Would it be infinite if you cast 2 Shudders? So, as long as you're not playing Battlecries in between, I imagine it like the second Shudder would repeat the first Shudder's Battlecry, but you still have to bounce that first Shudder into hand. And like I said, most of the time, if you play the first Shudder and end up with a Shudder in your hand, like, there are very few matchups you haven't already won at that point.
Come, pray with me.
Have a tour guide in here, that would be nice. Yeah. And it would repeat Shudder's Battlecry? Yeah. So you would get, it would basically be like hitting Bran or Corrupt the Waters on the Shudder without running those cards. So, but that's only the second Shudder.
Let the lights save you as it saved me.
Would Parrot into Parrot be infinite? No. It would just repeat the Parrot Battlecry, which does nothing.
Praise the twilight.
Still would like to get that tour guide here. Well,
Muzzle their magic.
seems like a good ad for Reno Shudder either way. Yeah, it's better than running Corrupt the Waters or Brand because it's like, it develops tempo. Repeats itself forever? No, it wouldn't repeat itself forever. It would... Oh, wait, I guess the second one would be a little bit messy. But, like, Shudderwalk has a cap for the number of Battlecries that it can repeat, so I don't know that it would necessarily be infinite. It's also better than Zola. You still need, again, you still need to bounce. Like, you still need a Shudderwalk in hand for the second one, right? Like, it's not infinite on its own.
Muzzle their magic.
So you probably still want Zola for the redundancy to make sure that you get a Shudder back into hand so that you can actually get the combo.
I wonder.
If your Shudder fails and you play Parrot, you get Shudder, right? Yes.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
But you wouldn't, like... But then if you end up bouncing the Parrot and then you play the Parrot again, it would just repeat the Parrot battle cry, which does nothing because the last battle cry that you played was the Parrot. So it's like... It's still limited. It's just... Like, I don't think it... The only concern... Or the only thing I don't know what's going to happen with is the second time you play the Shudderwalk after you bounce the first one to hand, immediately following the first Shudderwalk. I don't know what's going to happen there. I would imagine it just caps out. Because I believe that we looked it up and Renounce is capped at like 20 or 30 battle cries.
Anduin versus Garrosh.
I think it's 20 because it was a different number than Yogg for some reason.
The light shall bring victory.
Keep this to eat pirates. The opponent's pirates, not our own.
The shadow engulfs us.
As if Shudderwalk needed the Parrot to become the meta, yeah, it's like it... It's not going to be the thing that breaks Shudderwalk Shaman. We already had that with Florgal Toxin.
Some for you.
Come, pray with me.
You can use the Parrot on Millhouse for infinite value. True.
Someone's gotta lead the charge. Someone's gotta lead the charge. Praise the
Some
twilight.
for you.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Avast, ye dukers!
Why did Hearthstone Esports just retweet Andy? No. Seems kind of weird, champ. Intern forgot to log out? Yeah.
Too much power! Praise the twilight!
in a box? Pirate stuff. Who goes there?
Did Hearthstone? Oh, don't worry, I got a screenshot.
I wonder.
There is no light, only power.
Roffle, how was the Mercenaries Hot Sauce? I've only tried one so far. They've got the Ankar in hand, so I need to bump there. Probably. Oh, I should have hit there too. And it was kind of bad, but that was just the one flavor. I don't know if it was I just chose poorly or what. Good hit. Bad hit. 11 damage. I think I just gotta send everything upstairs from here. Oh, I'm dead. I think I waited too long to apply pressure. I should have set up a race sooner. But, like, also, double freebooter is kind of brutal. Now, this is what I call Drama Mondays. Yeah. That's two oopsie tweets that the HSE Sports account has been out today, it seems. They deleted one earlier.
The light shall bring victory.
I want to find a pirate, right? No, that's a crab. Mirror match is an early play for board, and then okay, not a mirror match. Big priest is just a big burst turn. I'm gonna save this for next turn because next turn is probably Voidtouched plus either a pirate or coin Golakka. And there's no point in hero powering them when they can just heal through it anyway. What if I coin that out now? I don't want to leave this susceptible to penance. God, being able to protect the Voidtouched is just very good. They might have a mass hysteria here, but they can't play regular hysteria. Maybe one day I'll draw Pirate.
Here for the tour?
Oh, why are you running that card?
Your tour ends here.
Some for you.
I should have
Tour ends here.
played this sooner in the turn. That was dumb. So that I had more potential targets. But this game is going to be a matter of whether or not I draw Mind Blast next turn, I think. Because if they res this, it's, well, it's not a res, but... Okay. Oof. Okay. They could still have regular, yeah. Alright, Mind Blast off the top. I lose. It's disappointing. Why would you kill that one? Oh.
You have best.
Anduin versus Sylvanas.
Victory for the Forsaken.
The light shall bring victory.
The only one I'm not sure of, but I guess it's good enough. No, I need a better one drop so that I can attack on one, play this, and this on two. Oof. Oh, bad.
None will survive.
The shadow
Okay, well I can just go here and here. Like, they're likely to coin a piece of rapid fire here, right? Just because they don't want to leave a 2-1 on the board. If they do for some reason, I just attack in and hero power with the Felwing. If not, then I just Mind Blast Felwing. Yeah. Unfortunately, I could die to, or this needs to stick for me to have a chance here, and it could just die to an Overwhelm on its own.
A black arrow.
Yeah. God, that Benedictus draw is going to be really difficult to recover from.
You cannot hide.
Okay. It's going to be difficult for the opponent now. This is an incredible top deck here because it protects the Voidtouched Attendant. And just my board in general.
Vengeance is near.
How did you gain 5 ranks in like 10 minutes? Wasn't watching. I've still
Is in my
got
grasp.
like a pretty hefty star bonus. Hey, thanks, Orbs.
I have no time for games.
Hellfire, thank you for the 3 months. Hey, Roffle, do you keep track of your spell count for Yogg and minions that have died for you and your opponent in your giant brain or off-screen tracker? Yogg, both of those are handled primarily by the deck tracker. Just because like my attention is so divided when I'm streaming that it's hard to maintain everything in my brain. Thanks for the Renounce the Warlock video yesterday. It cheered me up when I was down. Well, I'm happy to hear that. That's one of my favorite videos to make. That had some pretty outrageous things happening.
Come, pray with me.
I mean, it seems like I want to play this before the Void Touch comes down. I don't have a tour guide. What do I have in terms of 1-drops? Do I even have 2 minions dead yet? I have 1 Shadowbomber. I'll use it next turn, I guess. I just want to maximize damage here. But it's only a Shadowbomber in there, right? Maybe it's not even that good of a raise dead. I just take 6 damage and make it 2-1. The good news is the opponent's just got to be straight Malden right now. Is there a deck tracker for the res pool? No, but it shows the cards that the opponent's played, so like knowing what cards have been played help me keep track of what has died.
A black arrow.
There is no light, only power.
Turn, I have this, or this. Yeah, I don't have a second skill command here. What a great animation for Benny. Yeah, his start of game animation is pretty sweet too.
Vengeance is near. Let none survive.
Please don't kill me.
I have no time for games.
Seems like a card you might have just wanted to play there. Fortunately for you, they are not stealthed. Yeah.
Drowning shadows. Praise the twilight.
Easy. It just seems like a good matchup, to be honest. So we should just queue into a bunch of questline hunters. That would be ideal.
Anduin versus
Bummer.
Garrosh.
What was your star bonus this month? Just 10,
The light
which is
shall
what it
bring
usually
victory.
is. This seems like a reasonable key. Oh my god, stop drawing the Benny! I feel like that's multiple games in a row. I just want to get the biggest lead on board I can and make sure that I have a way to activate this, which I will, even because there's no way they can kill all three of these. I think cannon is like my biggest concern.
Pirates away!
Gonna be tough to win. Is this deck good against Sugma Paladin? Tell you what, since you tried and failed, I'll only give you a timeout. Good effort, but you're never gonna get me.
Some for you.
Come, pray
Some for you.
with me. Trust the pirates.
Go ahead and go next. This is not the matchup we want. No amount of Golakka Crawlers is going to make this start favorable. These nuts jokes are reserved for pros. I mean, yeah, I've got like a 3-0 record against Twitch chat. Yo, Roffle, you beaten the Mind Goblin in Mercenaries yet?
Anduin versus
What, you mean like
Anduin.
Mind Goblin these nuts?
Light shall bring victory. Light smiles upon the just.
Because I got you. Oh, okay. Alright. I must be misremembering. What's sock on? Sock on these nuts.
The shadow.
I want this going into the potential Shadow Essence turn. Outwitting Twitch chat doesn't seem that hard. I mean, fair, but in their own minds, Twitch chat is full of geniuses.
Some for you.
Come, pray with me.
It's not the one I wanted right now, but I've got another hit of the Deceptor in the future. Probably just play the robes next turn to dodge targeted removal. Well, at least we know what we're hitting off of this next one.
Praise the
But I want to get minion damage early and like Mind Blast damage later in the game. Sure. Didn't exactly solve the problem now, did it?
Come, pray with me. Praise the twilight.
You.
I mean, the game could end this next turn, so why am I holding out for Shadow Essence? Yeah. Regular Hysteria is much better for me than Mass Hysteria.
Praise the Twilight.
Am I 1 damage off?
You have been.
Nope.
Anduin.
Oh yeah, back to the hunters.
Victory for the Forsaken.
The light shall bring victory.
Keep the Neophyte, keep the Brigand, and can't draw patches this game. Although last time I said that, we drew patches on turn 1. That was disappointing. Ooh. Ooh, this is just the nutso.
None will
I'm just gonna coin the robes. I think that's too cute. I would rather just have this board and then be able to protect it on the follow-up. Because this tends to be better when I'm trying to win back the board against like a board-based aggro deck, whereas this is better into Hunter in particular. So now I can go here and here. I can trade this off into a token eventually so that like I have board space for more impactful minions. But yeah, robes have actually been performing quite well in this matchup when I've managed to draw them. Oh my god, yes. If I can hit another pirate, should be doing alright. Or Voidtouched Attendant, but like I'm way ahead in the race here. Next turn is looking like cannon hero power. I don't have a lot of board space for pirates anyway, since they cannot clear my minions. That can get me a Mind Blast, so maybe let's do that over the cannon. Nice. Funnel looking kind of dead next turn.
You cannot hide. The moment is upon us.
What's wrong? Feeling a little desperate? Oh man, feels so good to troll Questline Hunter after that day of not queuing into them. When I was playing a deck that targeted them, that was so frustrating. Not sure how I feel about mages though.
You asked for it.
The light shall bring victory.
This is a decent curve. I don't think I want to keep the Mind Blast. Hey, welcome, Taskless. Well, I effectively kept the Mind Blast because that makes this more likely to hit one. Quick question, what do you think about Reno Mage at the moment? It is unfortunately not very good. Oof, drew patches again. Thick patches.
Come, pray with me.
Okay, at least when they don't have minions, I can't play directly into Oasis Ally like I usually do.
Praise the Twilight. Aye, aye.
Feel safer making this play when I've got a Raised Dead in hand.
Praise the Twilight.
Cool.
Job's done.
So that looks an awful lot like Fair Game or Ice Block.
I'm late. I'm late. I'm late.
Jeez. That's terrifying.
No light, only power.
Yeah, it's a little bit more reassuring. I need to find another Raised Dead and 1 point of damage. Oof. No way they raced from here, right? Yeah.
Here for the tour?
I think I'm just stuck in a situation where I have to hope it's not Ice Block. Unfortunately, like it has to be not Counterspell and not Ice Block at the same time. Otherwise I lose.
Whoops.
Your tour ends here.
Bummer.
You have best.
I keep winning 2 and then losing 1, which is like the worst way to go about climbing. Or winning 1, losing 2. Like I'm barely staying above 50%. This is not a great climb for me.
Anduin versus
Maybe should just switch decks to something that
Now your
it's a little bit stronger.
sees.
The light shall bring victory.
Seems useless when they don't have spells in the deck. Or at least not terribly relevant ones. This is not a good opener. It's going to beat Pirate Warrior, unfortunately. Hmm. If this gets to attack face, I have a really strong follow-up.
Fly,
Unlucky. I just have to coin this out to try and stick those two. Or... yeah. Pedro, thank you for the 3 months. Another month, another Prime sub for our Lord and Savior Roffle. Well, think you're overselling me a little bit there, but thank you for that support. Ooh, they drew the Ankar at least. Oh, they're trading. Okay. That seems unwise. What do I have in here? Robes, Deckhand, and patches.
Job's done.
Next turn is attack face, hero power. I need them not to. Oh my god, stop clearing my stuff. I just want to get the stupid Felwings down. I mean, that said, they're just like continuing to play from behind. I want to eat a captain with this if I can, so I think I got double. Maybe not. Maybe I just eat into ping that. Does tour guide change anything? Seems unlikely they value trade here. I feel like that would be a mistake. But
Fly, Polly.
we'll see.
Gotta get through me.
Oh, this is bad. I have not done nearly enough damage to their life total yet. And I can't actually take that out because I need to get the Felwings down. Yeah. Maybe we can set up like a counter push. But the armor is kind of rough.
Set sail! The Juggernaut is under my command!
Yep.
Load it up. Praise the Twilight.
Do you ever hold this on the off chance they get a burst blade? Like, I'm never using all of my mana, right? I also have Voidtouched Attendant top decks. Those are phenomenal hits for me. Everything going face is just the dream right now. Including that.
Trust the pirates.
It's too slow. They're out of deck hands. That's bad. But they're not hero powering, which leaves them kind of dead. So I do 8, 13 just from the board plus the... Yeah, that's GG.
Praise the Twilight.
Easy. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. I need to get some water. And, like, think about my life after how many losses I have this early. BRB. Where does that put us? Platinum? Still got a ways to go. Hey, back to the hunters.
Victory for the Forsaken.
The light
Did he just
shall
sit
bring
down?
victory.
No, I've been sitting this whole time. I don't think Tour Guide is the one drop that I want in this matchup. I want to go like Pirates into, well, Voidtouched would be pretty sweet, but also Pirates into Rogues is pretty good. Ooh, it's just...
Power!
Going for the greed line.
I see the void.
Come, pray with me.
So it's about who has the fastest hand sometimes. We can slow them down significantly with both Cult Neophyte and Robes in particular.
Black arrow.
This is one of the few matchups where, like, Quest Hunter is absolutely on the defensive throughout the course of the game. This is disgusting, though.
Praise the twilight.
Next turn, I have Neophyte Hero Power. So the standing desk is in the kitchen. Family dinners are better while standing. True. True, but I prefer standing over the kitchen sink. And shoveling the food directly into my face hole.
Muzzle their magic.
Praise the twilight.
We've got 7, 12 lethal on board. They're just going to have to remove one of the minions with their hero power, though. But we've got 2 turn set up even with the removal. And we're at 30 health, so it's not like I'm in danger of dying here.
Hide.
What do you think of the Knife Juggler version of Shadow Priest? I haven't actually seen it, but I don't know. There's some number of cards that are... Like, the deck is so strong, you can just shove it. Like even in odd decks, you can hide bad cards in a deck like this because it is so reliant on the hero power. Appa, thank you for the 2 months. This deck reminds me of a Death Rattle Aggro Priest you played a while back. Definitely one of my favorite decks I've ever seen you play. Yeah, that was why I was so excited for Archbishop Benedictus, as I thought something similar could be legitimate, and then it just turns out this is like much better. Every single time that have played Robes against Questline Hunter, they've been in a situation where they can't possibly win, and just like needlessly like thrown damage at my face, and then conceded. Massage. Massage. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. I probably am. But thank you for that support. Appreciate the prime.
Anduin versus Garrosh. I will show no mercy.
The light shall bring victory.
We'll keep. Oh god, that's guaranteed next turn, which is huge. Like getting ahead against pirates is the only, getting far ahead against pirates is the only way I can win this matchup. So no coin 1-drop, please. Oh my god, you fool.
The shadow engulfs us.
Just add stats to the board. Next turn, at worst, is Hero Power Tour Guide. Will the new pirate go into this deck? Absolutely not, no. Ooh, that's very bad for me. Oh, unless you mean the new, like, 2-mana pirate. That one definitely will. Yeah, I would cut... Honestly, maybe Crawler. Or either Corsair or Deckhand. But that new pirate definitely goes in this deck.
Some for you.
Just use all of my mana. At 4 shadow spells now, would you consider adding more for the 2-drop Shadow Pirate? What is the requirement on it? To be holding a shadow spell?
Glory, I'm here for the gold.
I don't think so, because you have... I mean, maybe, but, like... You have the Twilight Deceptor, and you tend to hold your shadow spells quite a bit. I mean, doesn't really matter where that went. Opponent's looking kind of dead here. But it's maybe worth a consideration. It's just like having too many shadow spells reduces the consistency at which you hit the Mind Blast is the concern. And then running a card like Shadow Visions or even Thrive in the Shadows means that you're spending 2 mana not dealing damage to the opponent's base. Would you consider running Golakka Crawlers and Golakka Gluttons in the food chain themed deck? Maybe one day.
Anduin versus Garrosh.
Now you're sailing on my seas.
Okay.
The light shall bring
Pitch away the patches to find a pirate. This isn't very good in the matchup, but this definitely could be. Oh yeah. This is looking pretty good for the Felwing. And just like an opener in general. The problem is like first mate can deal with some of the board. You gonna play your quest or no? There we go. Alright then. Haha! I really don't want this to die. I need them to dodge the first mate so that I don't have to hero power to get this down. Phenomenal-ish. I was actually thinking if I hit the cannon, I would have held my turn 1. So to hit it here is a little bit troll, but at the same time, I do get a lot of stats in play here. I'm gonna take this just to protect the deckhand as well as play around exactly Southsea Captain. So I've had 1 patches die. I could run this in next turn to get like a good raise dead for the I don't even have to. Okay. I really need to hit the Brigand here. Or I would love to hit the Brigand here. Most of the time I do. Oh, those are the perfect hits. I'm gonna take this just so that I don't waste damage on it. And then this, I would rather the cannon hit that so I don't have to put damage on the Twilight. Beautiful.
Blood and plunder.
God, what a horrible, horrible start for the opponent. That's why Dread Corsair can be pretty awkward, right? Slows you down a bit. Do we run a weapon for the pirate? No. The weapon is kind of bad. And like charge damage isn't the point of the Southsea Deckhand, it's just to pull patches and Brigand. Kevin the Bro, thank you for the 200 bits. Hey Roffle, I ran this to diamond with a needle instead of the Golakka, so I had a weapon. Yeah, I've seen some people doing that. I just like, I'm only running 4 shadow spells total too, so you don't get a lot of value off of the needle in general. And I don't like playing cards that are 2 mana, deal 0 damage immediately, you know? So that's my thought process. I know some people are big on the needle. I am not one of those people. Keep. Pretty good. Better than a attendant earlier. Kevin the Bro, thank you for the 200 bits. True, I ran the vision so I could basically get 3 or 4 Mind Blasts as my win condition a lot of the time. Yeah, there's certain matchups where that does matter. I think that it's just not as common as I would like to justify running it. I've been pretty low on Shadow Vision since the beginning of the expansion, but that could just be my own bias. This is a lot of damage.
Come, pray with me.
Yeah. Unfortunate that the opponent queued into me. There a way I can get a 10-minute timeout? Sure. Sure. But usually, asking for a timeout or a ban is just a permaban on this channel. It's because generally a way that, like, it's a way for people to get attention and make the stream about them for even if for a brief moment. So something that should be discouraged. You've been a good sport though, so I'll let you have this one. Massage! Or massage. Thank you for the 100 bits. I just tried to Ligma him for a timeout? True. Alright, we've got the cannon and the Golakka for potential swing turns. But I don't have anything to go with either just yet. Like, this is a reactive card, and this needs a pirate, unfortunately. Oh. Okay. Oof. Probably got to eat that. And then it's in a raised dead pool as well. Has Shadow Priest into the tier 1 decks right now? In my experience, it's very good into Hunter. I don't think I've lost a game against Hunter yet. It's pretty good against non-Reno Evenlock, it seems, and okay into Pirate Warrior. Let's see if we can sneak out the cannon and scare them into making a play they don't want to. Is it, like, cannon is a spooky card for them, but I don't have the resources to make it good, so this is just bait. I'll do it again.
Job done.
Unfortunately, this is where it starts to
Who in their right mind hides loot?
fall away. So I do not have a way back onto this board, and therefore I cannot win. Ankar is a good card. Normally in this kind of circumstance you would just win with cards. That does not appear to be in the cards right now. Hey, thanks, Ben. Glad you're liking the YouTube. Maybe if they full trade into this and then also get eaten by the Golakka. Yeah. This could maybe give me a turn's worth of damage. Maybe 2. I think that ended up working out well for me. I don't know if it was necessarily a mistake, but I want to try and get the Golakka to face here. Oh, that's such a good roll. They got rewarded for running a bad card in their deck just because they rolled so high on that. I hate that portrait so much, yeah. They were running Shiver too, yeah. I think it's just an HS replay list that's not what I would consider ideal. Tour Guide is okay in this matchup, but I think I need a high roll in order to win, and Tour Guide alone is just not it. This is kind of a high roll because I can go Voidtouched into hit Hero Power Felwing. Then that opens up the possibility to draw it into like Pirates and Cannon for another swing.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
Well, we found Pirates. At least we both drew patches, I guess. Oh god, what happened to my chat? Text is unreadable. Destru, thank you for the prime.
I see the void.
I think this is still just the best play. I considered hero powering that, but it does not seem worth when I can just do it next turn. Arnaway, thank you for the prime. I do not think this is a race you can win, friend. Certainly gonna try.
I see the void.
Just win the board here.
The shadow engulfs us.
I'm gonna set an Ankar most of the time and maybe another 1-drop. But I don't think this is a good enough crawler turn. Which was my alternative. I want to save this for like a captain or something a little bit larger. Okay. They still got a 2-mana Ankar if they want it.
In the box? Pirate stuff.
Oh, the cannon shots. I always forget about these. How devastating they can be. That wasn't too bad. Cool.
A diet high in iron.
Pirates away!
Not anticipating anybody would be running that.
I see the void.
Muzzle their magic.
I want to have a chance at getting either the Golakka Crawler or the Voidtouched back from the Raised Dead. It's not so much that I'm scared about the 1 extra damage from the Raised Dead, but I just want to have a better Raised Dead pool than I currently have. are you doing? What?
I see the void.
That was weird. Misclick? I don't know. Either that or it was a robot, but like they didn't attack the turn before with the weapon either, right? So it was just kind of a weird set of plays. Climbing fast today, that's the that is the plan. I want to be at Diamond 5 for tomorrow, ideally.
Anduin versus Arthas.
Paladin.
Shall bring victory.
Neophyte's okay. I think I can do better than these cards though. Wait, why did I keep the Neophyte? It's just okay. Deny secrets and stuff, I guess. Doesn't feel great. Denies Christology. I'm gonna hold this in case I hit a cannon. Grind Patches isn't that punishing in this deck. Yeah. Kind of figured with a pass on turn 1 it was hand buff. And Neophyte's pretty good into hand buff. May even been worth just playing a second Neophyte there.
Have you no respect for the dead?
Let's see how many players quit Hearthstone over Mr. Smite. Thanks, Bliss. Why would people quit over Mr. Smite?
Too much power.
Muzzle their
Praise the Twilight.
Probably won't do that much for Wild. Yeah, probably not. I don't know. Been wrong before. All this healing is kind of difficult to deal with right now.
muzzle their magic.
Have you no respect for the dead?
Muzzle their
You play Rokara on 5 and then Smite on 6. Yeah, that seems to me like the definition of a win more card, doesn't it? Like, what does it matter? Like, Rokara is already going face on turn 6 at that point. You get like a pirate also going face. What do I have in here? Twilight Deceptor. Neophytes.
Pirates away!
muzzle their magic.
Bird. Let's not forget it will be possible to roll Smite off a Juggernaut. We haven't. We've been talking about that for 2.5 hours now.
Accidents, they happen, you know?
Reporting for duty.
The light bends
I don't think I'm winning this game, am I? Nice order?
You have best.
Doesn't matter. All right, back to the hunters.
Let the hunt begin.
The light shall bring victory.
Any one drops
None will
that aren't pirates?
survive.
I think I greed it. Because, like, my deckhand just gets twin shot anyway, or quick shot.
Muzzle their magic.
Yep. Brigand? Ooh. Good luck, have fun. I'm gonna draw patches and feel real dumb, but I'm much more likely to draw a parachute brigand than a patches here. Could also hit another 1-drop pirate if I'm good at the game. Raisted, would I have die? Bolt Neophyte? That's not irrelevant, is it? What if I just take it? I'll do it next turn. They might have the wound prey here to take care of the deckhand, and then I can get the deckhand and the Neophyte back. 10, 12 plus the board is lethal. Why are they so inconsiderate with the new cards lately? Well, because you're... That is a bizarre thing to say. How does one be considerate when printing cards? Should they do a poll and make sure that they do not hurt any individual player's feelings every time they print a card? Because that's impossible. I think they mean the players, not the devs. I don't think so, because that's the same person complaining about Mr. Smite. I feel like the mini set for 2K is pretty considerate to BH, yeah, but nobody talks about that anymore. Glenn Coco, thank you for the sub.
Anduin versus Garrosh. Now you're sailing on my
Okay.
seas.
Cannon into Brigand opener is just a win condition for this matchup, right? Like, I probably even coin the cannon and just play a Brigand even if I don't hit a 1-drop pirate. This hand is pretty gross. Ooh, okay.
Pirates away! Pirates away!
Can I hit that once, please? Jeez. Alright. Not ideal, but, like, the damage is done. I just needed to deal with the cannon.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle sword.
So that I don't fall behind here.
Take the ship! Aye, aye.
Ooh.
Aye, aye. Take the
I'm gonna take a risk here. It's a 50-50 to hit the raised dead, and the raised dead is disgusting right now.
Come, pray with me.
And this is why.
Pirates away!
Actually, it was better. I forgot I had the Mind Blast in hand. It was better than a 50-50. It was 2 out of 3. So, definitely worth the risk. And I just wanted to get cannon value before they snuck a first maiden, which was pretty inevitable. I don't know why Blizzard would even hire a balance team when they can use Twitch chat suggestions for free. Yeah, that and was it /r/custom Hearthstone? Built-in design team.
Muzzle their magic.
Praise the twilight!
It's going to be hard for the opponent to swing this back. Captain is a start, but their life total is so low that I don't know if it's going to matter. I just have, like, Robe's hero power. They would need to get really good cannon shots here, assuming they even have the pirates to make the cannons go off. Both of these would have to be pirates, because and that means they're not equipping an Ankar.
I wonder.
I don't see defending the design team gets us anywhere neither. Well, what does attacking them accomplish? Other than you're just like an internet Karen. Screaming at like Starbucks employees because they're out of oat milk. Like, there's legitimately no difference between people constantly berating the devs online and, like, the Karen cringe compilations yelling at Target employees for enforcing the mask mandate. Or throwing their coffee back at the barista because they made it wrong.
Legion's rage pales before mine.
The light shall bring victory.
I don't think Neophyte's that great into Demon Hunter. There's a huge difference between unhappy with the current game state and harassing the devs. Yeah. Yeah, I think that there are pretty serious problems with the wild format right now. I've expressed that pretty consistently, but there are ways to express that. I want to go for the cannon blast off. Only more difference is that they're probably more rare to encounter at IRL as opposed to online, but it's weird behavior either way. Yeah, because you don't... Like, if anything, those Karens doing it IRL are much more courageous than the internet weirdos because they aren't shielded by anonymity.
I see the void.
Is Wild really that low of an ROI that they just neglect it in its entirety? Well, I mean, Firestone just released stats on the number of players that play Wild, so I don't think it's a matter of ROI. There's just not much player base for it. And when you have limited development resources, you have to triage things. And it feels bad to be on the receiving end of it, but that means that the thing that is least popular gets the least attention. Good hit. Just hit that as well. Where were those numbers published? Like the Firestone Twitter page. I don't remember what the @ is, but like Wild appeared to be about as popular as Arena and less popular than Duels.
I'll be a real knight.
It was surprising, and I don't know if that's necessarily indicative of the entire population of the format, but it's a reason why the format gets fewer resources. Not waste any damage here, increase our probability of hitting that. Like, I don't actually need the cannon shots to clear that. Prevents a BT. Okay. I think I can work with a race.
Praise the Twilight.
Really, let's eat our own guy here. Yeah, I think that's very true, Ian, that, like, I think people think that Wild is much less welcoming than it is in terms of new players. Yeah, exactly. In reality, like, Standard is a much more expensive format to keep up with.
Praise the Twilight.
Like, I don't think that those numbers are perfect. I would trust them more if they're coming directly from Blizzard because they have like the full player details. Because I think that Wild is inherently a bit more casual of a format. So like that's only the people that are running the Firestone application. So like people playing Wild at lower ranks might not even be aware of that as an application because they're less like plugged into the Raider Hearthstone community. One's dead here though. That's the yeah, exactly. It like not everybody even that is aware of like Hearthstone deck tracker is aware of Firestone. It's a smaller deck tracker, but they publish good data. I've considered switching to it myself at times, but it is it came out later, so it was a little bit lesser known as a result. I think Omnistone also has one.
Anduin versus Rokara.
Come out to play.
Kind of hard for Wild to be popular considering Blizzard did their best to hide the format and push Standard instead. I mean, they told us they were going to do that with the announcement of the format, though. Like, I don't like it, but it's the thing that they told us was going to happen when they released the format, or when they split the formats. I think I can only win with a cannon swing turn here. Because like the opponent's 1-drops just kind of decimate my 1-drops if I let them. If they don't coin a 1, yeah, probably gonna have to hero power Brigand or something. Effectively a Brigand. Jeez, this is why I didn't want to just throw these out to die. Well, this is my chance to swing things back, I think, and the Golakka Crawler definitely helps with that as well. Hit there. Oh! Oh, these cannon shots are disgusting today. Or at least the past few games. Which has dramatically improved my win rate, but I think that holding the Pirates was a strong choice as well. That's a fantastic draw. So hero power that, send everything face, and then... Or I could get the robes down. That develops a little bit more stats for the Attendant next turn. Triple Rokara, yeah. Yeah, next expansion, there will be the chance for a quadruple Rokara, too. With the mercenary hero cards that I'm predicting. You heard it here first. Actually, you didn't, because I announced it like when we were doing the card review of United and Stormwind on the State of Wild podcast. Alright, just don't have 3, 1, or 2 low-cost pirates here. I need to not get cannon shotted in response. Perfect. Let's see what's in the box here. Absolutely disgusting.
Your tour ends here.
I think I just eat this. Like, how do they win from here? They need to have the cannons land here and here. This is a situation where that 3-mana 3/3 would actually make a pretty big difference, right? Trying to buy back the board with an Ankar equipped is like the new card is very good into board-based matchups. The reason why I don't think it's going to be like that devastating is the only board-based matchup is the mirror. Hey, welcome, Pug Lover. Glad you're liking the YouTube. We are just working on getting to Diamond 5 for the new season today. But things have been picking up recently with because I'm queuing into the decks that the deck is built for. I'm actually winning games of Hearthstone, it seems. Imagine that.
The light shall bring victory.
Okay, so these are not the cards that beat Pirate Warrior. I need to find the cards that beat Pirate Warrior because it's not a great matchup. These are the cards that beat Pirate Warrior. Especially if I can get a Brigand. I think I hold the Deckhand again. Or I could just go Coin Cannon, and they shouldn't be able to deal with that, right? Well, we drew patches. I think it's Coin Cannon here. What beats this? Nothing? And it gives me the opportunity to hit a second 1-drop. Brigand. Cool. Yeah. It's actually fine for me. Can always eat that, so I don't need to be in a huge hurry to trade into it. Maybe could have considered a trade just because I have a value trade into the patches right now. But if this dies, it just gets added to my raised dead pool at least, so gotta count for something.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Ugh. Pretty gross opener from the opponent. Yeah, I wanted that to go face. This probably goes here. Now what? And there's nowhere else for this to go, right?
The shadow engulfs us.
Kind of weak to Captain, but I think they want to get the Ankar down next turn anyway. And I'm always going to be weak to Captain. I'm like weaker into Captain if I leave more pirates on the board. Good hit for me. Alright, they've got random pirate and Ankar in hand.
I can't do that.
You here for the tour?
Next turn is just a Benny, and I need to find something to get my hand moving a bit. Oof. Oh, that's bad, but like the Benny lines up reasonably well into it. At the very least. It's the only consolation. Makes me want the Crabbo back. See if we can get it back. That's bad.
There is no light, only power. Someone's got to lead the charge.
I think we lost this one, unfortunately.
Glory, I'm here for the gold.
Have no way out here.
You have best.
Of the big three, I think that's the worst matchup for us with this deck.
I must protect the wild.
The light shall bring victory.
Just gonna keep a pirate opener and yeah, look for more juice. Diamond Benny should give Diamond Hero Power. I think that Ixar said that was something that they're considering doing in the future, but like they didn't have the ability to do it with the release of Benedictus, because he's like Diamond cards are so new that it wasn't something that they had the resources to prepare for. Ooh. Yeah, that's a top deck. If it looks like Celestial, I need to hold a Neophyte for the post-alignment turns. Oh. Yeah. Someone practicing for tomorrow.
Take the ship. Come with me. Job done.
Raised Dead could be good if I get a cannon or something. Spreading Plague is pretty much always going to be a concern. I just need to get as much minion damage through early as I can. I was not expecting to find a quest druid at this stage of my climb, though. Oh. Been nice to draw something different this turn, but still a few turns away from the Spreading Plague at least. I hope.
Another night on the prowl.
Yep.
Praise the twilight.
Here for the tour?
So I've got one Brigand in the Raised Dead pool. If I hit a cannon, I do some blasting. Would Breath of the Infinite or Condemn ever make sense in this deck? No. Especially not Condemn. I'm pretty sure that's a holy spell. But you don't want to... Generally, running board clears in an aggro deck is not something that you want to do. Well, that's certainly a top deck.
I concede.
Wonder if Defias Leper will make the cut in this list. It's definitely worth a try. There's certainly there is some wiggle room with the deck. Oh, 2 druids in a row? That's weird.
Protect the wild.
The light shall bring
Okay.
victory.
Look for a strong pirate opener, and also Neophyte, just because Neophyte is good into both types of druid that I might encounter. You're welcome, Riffraff. Yep. The greed, chat. I'm going for it. I've had a lot of success with explosive cannon opener, so I'm just gonna keep pushing towards that, you know, especially in this matchup. I could even just drop a cannon. No, no need.
I see the void.
Come, pray with me.
Like, the reason for considering the cannon is, like, it's hard to remove both of them, and that would leave them with an awkward decision, right? I may even go here and just look for this into... Yeah. Is that off of the nature studies, or is that in their deck? That's in their deck.
Praise the twilight.
I want to get the Acolyte or Attendant back, and then go Attendant, Bloodsail Cannon turns. Oof. Oh, oh, thank God. That's not the taunt minion or a Vargoth.
Praise the twilight.
Nothing went face like I wanted it to, so I'll just take that off the board and protect my my minions. I gotta save this just in case they're running alignment. It seems unlikely, but probably worth playing around. You can also just jam it next turn to play around Spreading Plague. If they even survive this coming turn.
Things are better. with
Oh, hey. I know this deck.
well played.
Well played.
Opponent getting cheesy.
I concede.
Hey, Roffle, how crucial is Darkbishop for this deck? Seems to be the only card I don't have. It's the thing the deck is built around, and it's a mandatory part of the deck.
Anduin versus Rexar.
Oh, beautiful.
Let's go.
Got the Hunter again.
Light shall bring victory.
They're gonna remove this anyway, right? I think I just want to not give them more damage to my face early. Oh, yeah. Well, my hand got worse.
No!
Any one drop would be welcome here. But there we go. That guarantees that I get the Twilight Deceptor next turn. But this is the thing that wins me the game anyway.
Your tour ends here. Come, pray with me.
I'm not hero powering again until turn 4 because this always comes down next turn. I think I just save it in case I need to deal with a small minion of some sort. But I am almost certainly hero powering on turn 4, so I need to use it next turn. Oh my god.
Praise the Twilight ends here.
Now I don't have to because I have Golakka Neophyte. Hey, GG, Rain. I thought that deck looked familiar. I'm gonna hold one more turn. Am I? Yeah. I don't think it matters either way. This is such a gross opener and a terrible opener from the opponent. Oh my god. The desperation, chat. Oh, get absolutely annihilated. Oh my god.
Praise the Twilight here.
Unbelievable. This has just been all day against this deck.
Praise the Twilight.
Oh man. Oh, that got much easier as we got higher ranked, actually, because I started queuing into the good decks that I was trying to beat. Most notably, Questline Hunter. How did we end up doing against Hunter? Hunter was 25% of our matches today. And I went 1... Let me actually bring this over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's start from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-0 against Hunter. Oh, what a great matchup that is.